name is Tomi Adetayo. I'm an amateur portrait photographer. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and please leave a comment below. So very quickly, I'll tell you who I am and what I do. I like to tell stories through photos, like to interview inspiring people, which I've been doing for almost a year now. Every month I come up with a new video interviewing somebody that I find inspiring and hopefully will inspire someone else out there. This month I'm coming at you with something different, something I'm really passionate about, something that I feel like everybody should be talking about, the situation with black men. I thought this month, I want to do something different. So the first thing I'd like to say on the topic is I feel so encouraged, uplifted, because I asked loads of people out there. I asked my friends, colleagues, people that I didn't know, and I just said to them, what's the first word that comes to your mind when you think of a black man? And to be honest with you, I was a little scared because, I didn't know what to expect. But what people threw at me and what they texted me and emailed me, it blew my mind. There were words like powerful, strong, someone even said alpha. There was words like protector, there was words like leader. A lot of people said strong. When I see a black man, that's one thing that I see as well. First and foremost is the strength of a black man. But a black man is more than that. Black men they're caring, they love their family. There's so much about the black man that I just feel the world should celebrate. And through the media, there's a lot of negativity very much in our face, of racial profiling of black men being stopped, and the next thing is they're dead, a black man being handcuffed. Those kind of images, are very worrying because it starts to inform the way people see black men without them even thinking about it. So it gave me such joy when white people, Asian people, young, black, the people that I sent it to, different mix of people, they came back with all these positive words. That really gave me hope. So I did a project about 3 years ago because I was really affected by what I was seeing and what I was hearing about black men. I thought to myself, black men are not that bad. So I actually did a project called 25 Kings, and I went out into the community and I interviewed 25 everyday black men. And I'd like to share those videos with you of what some of the men said. I questioned them about being a black man, how they felt about that, about their family, about their life in general, about their vision, their relationships. And what I learned from 25 Kings is that black men, there's excellence within them. There's a leader within them. And a lot of them are trying to impact the community. So I'd like to share some of these videos with you, and I will start by sharing videos of two men that impressed me with their love and the relationship they had with their family. There are black men who value and love and respect the family life, and they hold their wives and their children in such high esteem. So I'd like to share this video of two of such men that I interviewed in 25 Kings. So please stick around. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
I firmly believe that as a parent, it is our responsibility to look at our children when they're babies, from the time they start moving around and crawling around and up to the point of speaking and things that they naturally gravitate towards. And therein we will find what they're innately good at doing. And in doing so, we encourage them. My son, who is an actor and now internationally known, and in my view one of the best actors out of the UK, when he was 7 years old, I actually sent him to a stage school, not because he wanted to become an actor, but because I saw in him innately that he was good at acting, and hence the reason why he is who he is today. Myself, for instance, I started out doing all sort of creative things. Academically, I was also astute, but I was always sticking to things that I'm physically and naturally creative to do. And now, as I'm getting older, I'm still good at doing all the things that I have developed over the last 50 years or so. It makes me a better and more rounded person.
So my family consists of my wife, my two children. My son is 7 years old. He loves football. And I have a daughter. She's 12 and she's very, very creative. And together You know, we love each other's company and we have a good time together.
Okay, so while I interviewed the 25 Kings, I was amazed by particularly the youth, their response to being black, particularly in the West. One of the things that I enjoyed listening to is the fact that these young black boys embrace, love, and cherish their blackness. One of the videos I'll share with you in a minute is of a young black man who wanted to work in television, and he felt like he had to do a lot of work to get to that position. He did do the work and he got to the position, you know, and he talks a lot about the history of black people and how the black culture has really had a positive impact on all the ethnicities. And then he talks about love for our culture, the food, the clothing, you know, the banter that black men, boys have with each other. That came across a lot when I was speaking to black boys, and that really gave me hope and it gave me joy that these boys, you know, they embrace the fact that they're black, they love the fact that they're black, and you know, they respect black role models in their lives, like their fathers, their uncles.
Being a black male coming from black ancestors in like Africa and the Caribbean, there's a certain vibe and a certain energy that was created. So whether it be like the food, the different types of personality, it could be just the banter, the togetherness. That's something that's always been there for centuries and centuries, and it's been passed down. And now that the current generation now, we've adopted all of those traits from our ancestors, from our parents, from our grandparents. We've now become the new trendsetters, I think, in the world. So whether that will be through music or television, arts, creation, everyone wants to be associated with things that originated from the black culture as such. If you look at the most streamed music in the world, that's hip hop. That originates from the black culture, and hip hop's surpassed rock and roll. And this isn't all these little trends that we're seeing. It's not a coincidence. So I feel like the style of black people is really resonating, and it's something that everyone wants to be a part of.
I find it okay living in the West, particularly in England, because you know it's different to maybe America or any other parts of the countries. In comparison to what my parents went through when they came to England itself, it's changed dramatically. Where, you know, like for example, racism was blatant, normally blatant back in the days, but now it's there, but it's subtle. And you know, as a black man, I'm able to handle it. You know, as long as I just stay focused on what I want to do and just surround myself with positive people, then I'm all good. And especially be there for those who don't even like you. If they see you, just set an example to them, a positive example, so that when they do remember you, they have no excuse to justify how bad you are or put you in a negative light.
Here's more videos from my 24 Kings project. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and keep watching.
So living in London as a black man, I am aware to the realities that as early as when I went to uni, I wanted to do fine art. And my mum said to me, "When's the last time you saw a rich black artist?" So I switched and went to computer science. And along the way, I've been through certain situations that has reminded me that I do need to work harder, and we are living in a world where there are inequalities. But as a black man living in London, I do feel privileged somewhat. And that ambition drives me to try and make a change for my fellow brothers around the world, not just in London.
I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to stay motivated over these number of years. When people throw rocks at you, instead of burying yourself under those rocks, see them as stepping stones. And that's what I've been able to do, so that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to keep members of my community together through things that I'm doing personally. And I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to elevate them and make us move forward as a unit.
To the black youth of today, I'd like to remind you that you are kings, and you have come from a kingdom and you inherit this greatness. The same energy that some of you are applying to negative things, you can apply that to so many positive things and excel. Please choose the right path.
So this is something I like to share with you that made me smile from ear to ear. When I'd sent out the question, like, what do you think, what's the first word that comes to your mind when you think of a black man? One of my friends responded and she sent me an audio message and she said, it's interesting because the first word that comes to her mind is sweet. And when she said that, I beamed, it just made me really smile from the inside, from my heart, And she explained why, like underneath all of the macho and, the strength, all of that, black men are really sweet. And it got me to sit down and think about the black men that I know in my life, my dad, my brothers. And it's like, that is very true, but it's not something that I thought about, it's not like I didn't associate it with black men, but I just didn't think about it. But when she broke it down in layers to me, her kids, her husband, it made me think, yes, black men are sweet, they're caring, they love their families, and that just made me think of the black man in a different way because, like I said, if you ask me, the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear black man is physical strength of a black man. But then to have a strong black man and a sweet black man is like a strong, sweet black man. That just really describes a lot of black men that I know personally. And I just thought I wanted to share that with you and push it out there that, yes, black men are strong, they're resilient, they are, they're caring, they're determined, they're hardworking and all this stuff. But let's not forget the fact that they are also really sweet. And I suppose a lot of you are out there who will be nodding your head to this right now because you can relate with what I'm saying. So I just thought I should share that with you. And I would like to know your thoughts on that. I watched a video online about 2 weeks ago, and some very young black boys were stopped by police officers in London. And when I found out how young these boys were, it really broke my heart. One of them was as young as 14. And that boy didn't even know why he was stopped. I look back at what the black youth that I spoke to, the black boys that I spoke to, when they talked about how much the black culture has, influenced the world, as, in terms of music, fashion. It just really got me to think about what's happening right now, how dangerous it is for the young black boys. Not only the black boys, but also the black girls, because they are constantly being bombarded with this negative images and negative stories and of black men, and it really touches my heart and it makes me question myself, like, what am I doing? How am I being a problem solver to the problem at hand at the moment, which is a lot of negativity against black men? So this project, 25 Kings, was very dear to my heart, and I think I'm going to do a lot more. I don't think I am going to do a lot more of, interacting with black men, getting more of their stories and how they lead their lives in such a world that's so against them, and how we can fix or help the situation. So I'd like to leave you with this final video, and when I interviewed him, it was a joy. It was a moment that I'll always remember, and he's Mr. Congo 2019, and this is a young man that has been through a lot. He talks about it in his interview. He's gone through mental health issues, and he's a big advocate for that. And the way he describes himself, he knows who he is, and he wears that every day. When I was interviewing him and when he was talking about himself, I stood behind the camera and I just thought to myself, wow, do I think about myself like this? I mean, the positive affirmations, the words that he used, it just moved me so much.
I believe being a black man is powerful, is beautiful, it's amazing. You are successful. You are a king. I am a king. And no one can tell me the opposite. You need to believe in yourself and dream big. As a black man, you can make it. You can be successful. You can get where you want to get to in life. Every door is open for you. You are powerful. Why would you feel like as a black man you cannot be successful? I am successful. I am a king, and you can also be a king. I'm proud to be black. I'm proud to be a black man in society because I believe that I can rule this world. I believe I can be successful, and you can be successful.
For all the black men out there, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, black man, black boy, black baby, black old man, you know, God bless you. You know, tomorrow is a new day. Get up, get dressed, go out there, be powerful, be strong, be resilient, love more, you know, encourage, and just pray. Continue to pray, lift your family up, and all of those good things. So thank you so much for hanging with me. Please stay tuned. I'll be doing a lot more of this, like I said. And enjoy your day wherever you are, your day, your night, your morning. God bless. See ya. Bye.